Left-wing attack dog and LBC mouthpiece James O'Brien is back to form. He's very upset given millions of people up and down the country are concerned about the hypocrisy and lies that are coming out of our government. Here he is speaking about how there's nothing to see with the latest Southport stabbings revelations and just to believe the government blindly.
I've seen people on social media claiming yesterday that they've somehow been vindicated. It's quite extraordinary. All of the lies are still lies. Absolutely none of the misinformation has been refuted or undermined. But you've got these halfwits jumping up and down all over social media, up to and including Robert Jenrick, claiming that there's some sort of conspiracy going on or claiming that there's some sort of problem here.
Yeah, there's no problem here. The government haven't been obfuscating any of the information nor ignoring the concerns of the British public and demonising them for raising them.
But generally speaking, we respect the authorities, we respect the police, and we respect the rule of law.
What's he talking about? Nobody is criticising the rule of law. He's only stating that as a sleight of hand to block any criticism from the Labour government.
And we acknowledge that the wheels of justice turn slowly. So what has happened? Why do people want a running commentary when it is so obviously and demonstrably at odds with the interests of justice, the interests of the victims' families, and the interests of society?
It might be because people are concerned that children have been murdered and we're not allowed to know why. In fact, when anybody asks or speculates, the government come down on them like a ton of bricks, and it turns out that they may have known information all along that they were keeping from the public. I also find the emotional manipulation quite sickening when he states that anybody who's wondering about what happened here is somehow damaging the memories of these poor children who were stabbed or insulting their families. Now, of course, this still is an active case, so we can't comment on the innocence or guilt of Axel Ruda-Cabana. However, we can question the information we've been given, how we've been given it, and how the government has behaved around it. Unless you're James O'Brien and you believe you should keep your mouth shut because you're a half-wit, you should wait until the government and he tell you what to believe. It's ironic that while people like O'Brien call for a respect for the rule of law and calm, all they do is split the country up more and more and more, and then accuse you of splitting it up. These are just my thoughts, however. Do let me know what you think down below. Do consider subscribing to the channel.